Hi, in this video we are going to see how to create your website. This could be your personal website to show your resume or any kind of small business. So how do we do it? By our own. So that is what we are going to see. So how we are going to achieve? So we are going to achieve with this 6 different steps. So one, we are going to download some HTML templates. So we have online some free templates, and also for more advanced you have some paid template as well. And the second one is based on our need, we are going to customize the content in our local system. And once the change is complete, we are going to host that in our GitHub website. So you can create some account and then you can upload your website content there. And finally, if you need a custom domain, for example, normally when you publish your site into GitHub website, it will have something like your username.github.io. That's a site name, but you need a fancy your own domain name. Then we can register the domain name in Namecheap using the below link, and you can use this link to register your domain. And once it's registered the domain, somebody, if they are going to invoke your URL, your domain name, then it has to redirect to your GitHub website. So how do we do it? So we will be doing some configuration in the Namecheap account, and also we are going to configure some domain name details in the GitHub account as well. So these are the 6 steps we are going to see in this particular video. Now we are going to download some HTML free templates from internet. So in order to do that, I'll just go and check HTML free templates download. So there are a lot of websites where we can download the free template or paid templates. So these are some of the links, templatemo.com, and you have a HTML5 app, and there are many sites, and I'm going to pick one of the site which is available in this page, bootstrapmade.com. So I'll just go to this particular website where we have a lot of free templates. So whatever the template you like, you can click download, and you can start using it for your personal purpose. And now I'll just go to for this demo, I'll just go to education related template. I want this template, and I'll just go and see the demo, and it will show how our website finally look, right? And you will have this kind of logo, and then you have different pages, and you have drop downs as well, and there's a contact page, and also there are a lot of other information which you can capture in the same page. So now what I'll do, I'll just go and download this one. Similarly, you can download it from here as well. So once you click this one, so there are free version, what other things are possible, and paid version also there. Now I'm going to use only for the personal project, so I'm going to download this one. So here the removing footer credit link is not possible, and also we cannot create this website for other clients. So these are the feature which is there as part of free. Only we can use it in a personal and commercial project, and number of website domain unlimited. Okay, so now I'll just click this free download. It's asking email, and I'll just click download, which will download the file, which is mentor.zip. So this is a mentor website which is part of the education I have downloaded. And if you want some other format, right, for example, you want something for your resume, and you wanted something for your personal portfolio, so those kind of things, templates also available, which you can download and change it. So now I have the file, so I'll go and unzip this file, extract all. So here if you go and see, everything is properly structured, all the JavaScripts and images available under the assets folder. So if you wanted to change any specific image, you can go to image and you can change it. And similarly, you have some JavaScript which is referred from your HTML pages, and these are the HTML pages. If I click index.html in my local file, and this is my local path only, see here the entire website appears here. And here if you wanted to change anything, right, for example this mentor, I wanted to change it to different one, then what you can do is you can download this Visual Studio or any editor which is suitable for editing the content. I'll just open the folder. I'll just go to file and open folder. There I'll just open whatever we have downloaded. So we have downloaded mentor. I'll open that mentor folder, and then I'll select folder. Do you want to save changes to block? Okay, so this is the one I already opened, and that's coming. So I'll just I'll don't save it, and so this is for the new one, whatever we just imported. So that's alone, it's there in your Visual Studio code editor. Now I'll just open the index.xml, and that's what I wanted to change it. And whatever you wanted to change it, right, you can easily read and understand. The first section is header section where you can have title of your pages. For example, this particular title, this is the title, it's coming Mentor Bootstrap template. For example, here the whatever you see in the top right, that's a title. For example, I wanted to change this to Mom's Wings. Okay, so this is the website I'm going to create now. See here, the title got changed. Similarly, I wanted to change this one. We'll go and see where it is that, right? So you have a body. I'll just go up, and header, you have a keywords and description. If you want to specific keyword, then you can specify it here so that someone search it in internet, right? Through Google search or Bing.com or any other search engine, then your page will appear. And now I'll just go little down, and you'll be able to see this about XML, course HTML. So these kind of XML, whenever someone click about, it's going to about HTML. Someone click courses, it is going to courses.html. Similarly, now I wanted to change this mentor, which is there near to this one, right? So I'll just go and see where that mentor is available. I'm going to find and change it because I wanted to give different name. So it's again, it's there in 7 different places. See here. Okay, this is also in the footer section only. See here, this index.html, this mentor is nothing but, okay, so this is the one, because this is the one logo, and whenever we click the logo, they are pointing to same index.html only, because if I click this one, right, this page will get reloaded. Similarly, I want a different name for it, so I'll just give Mom's Wings here as well, and I'll save this one. I'll just come and refresh this page. See here, this title got changed. Similarly, if you wanted to change any content, right, so here I wanted to update some content, so I'll just go to that location, and I'll just say if you wanted to update anything, right, I'll just give test message or test content, right. You refresh it, so it will get changed. Similarly, you can go to all the individual pages. This is about HTML. You wanted to change the content, then you can change it. Here also there is a mentor is there, and if you wanted to change that information, you have to go to this page and you have to change it. For example, I will go to about HTML, right? There we have this logo which is pointing to index.html, but again this one is, I wanted to change it, Mom's Wings, right? I'll save this one. I'll refresh my about HTML, so that's getting changed. So this way, whatever the information you wanted to change it for your website, you can go and change it. So this way we can download any templates from online and we can change it. So once it's changed, we can upload to some GitHub website in order to view it from the online. So as of now, entire thing, all the code, whatever we have, right, it's available in our local only. So I'll just change it, whatever the content is required for my website, then I'll upload now into GitHub website. Now whatever we have downloaded or changed that HTML website, we are going to upload into GitHub. So in order to upload into GitHub, so we need to create the GitHub account. So I'll just create a GitHub account first. GitHub sign up. In this one, this is the link where you have a join, and I'll just open that page. It will ask some username, and I'll just, for this demo, I'll give the website name as a username. So you can give any username. So I'll just give the username, and now I'm going to set the email ID. So I'll also have the same email ID, which I'll set it now. Okay, so now the password I need to set it, which I'll set it now. Okay, I have set the password now. So it's asking to verify the account, and I'll pick the spiral. Yeah, the verification is done. I'm going to create an account now. So it's asking to validate the account. It sent some email to this ID. I'm going to open my email now, where I have got the email from the GitHub. Okay, I'll just copy that code and then I'll just come to paste it here, and then it will log in you into your GitHub account. See here, now we logged into GitHub account, and I'll select who will be managing this GitHub account, right? So it's just me. And are you a teacher or student? I'll select teacher and then I'll give continue. Okay, so now what specific feature are you interested in using? So mainly I'm going to use it for the hosting my website. So I'll just tell this collaborative coding. That's it. So I'll select later if there are anything I wanted to update. So as of now, I'll just click the only one option and I'll just click continue. And as of now, I'll skip all these things. I'll just go and skip personalization. And now the account is getting initialized. See here, now the account is created and you logged into GitHub now with your account. So if you see here, the account name is coming here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a repository. Okay, so I'll create a repository. So this is a owner name, so which is a profile which we logged in, and I'm going to give a repository name. So this will be whatever the value I wanted to give for my repository. So this is what I wanted to give, Mom's Wings. And when you access this GitHub repository, it will come like momswings.github.io, it will come. And if you wanted to give that, I'll give that as well. And this is how I wanted to access my repository. And this is a public, anyone in the internet can see the repository. You choose who can commit. Okay, so this will not be anybody can come and edit, but again you have some permission associated with it, and based on that you can change it at any time. But now just I'm going to upload my content into this particular GitHub repository. I'll keep this value as of now with this one. Later if anything I wanted to change it, I can come and change as well. And initialize the repository with readme file, and I'll also choose, okay, so I'll only select the readme only, and then I'll just click create repository. Okay, see here, now if I put the file here, right, if you see here momswings.github.io, which is public, and as of now there is no file. If I wanted to add a file, right, so you can click add file and click upload files. So here what I'm going to add it, and whatever the data or whatever the HTML or JavaScript or CSS, anything which is available as part of my website, all the content available in this particular folder, I'll just drag and drop that. Okay, I have selected everything and I'm going to drag and drop into my GitHub account. Okay, so I'll just drag all the files. Okay, so it's saying try again with fewer files, and because it seems it's a lot of files, so I'll just choose the file and I'll go to my folder which is there in downloads, and mentor is my folder, and there I have couple of folders as well. First I'll select all the assets and I'll open that first. Okay, first what I'll do, I'll just try to add less files. I'll instead of adding from there, I'll try to drag and drop these assets first. Okay, it's again saying it's a lot of files only, so I'll just choose I'll try to choose first the files which are outside, just to see our access is working to update the files, right? See here, uploading files 3 out of 12, right? There are 12 files outside which is getting copied. So once it's copied, right, and we can commit it. See, there is a commit changes. You can put some description and commit it. I can say it's a initial draft and then commit changes. So all the files which we are having it in our local, right, so that's getting uploaded into this GitHub account. So now all the files are there. So now if I wanted to refer this one, right, copy link, and if you wanted to open that, like you can choose it like mom's wings github.io, then that page it will come. But again, right, we just uploaded it and it will take some time to come. And also these files, right, whatever I'm referring, internally it refers some of the data. like this asset folders and forms folder, because it has images, JavaScript and other stuff. So I'll just try to upload those information as well. Okay, so now I'm going to upload further files. Forms, I'll drag and drop it. See, only 2 files are available, so it's able to upload it. So I'll just commit it so that you'll be able to see the structure, how it is getting uploaded into our repository. Okay, see here, other file which we have initially uploaded, it's coming here, and then which is 3 minutes before we uploaded, right? And then forms, it is having those 2 files. So now the same way, right, we also have to upload the assets folder. I'll try to do that now. I'll drag and drop only the same way. We'll see before that I'll try to see how many files are there. I'll go to properties. Okay, there are 116 files are there. Okay, so that's why it's not allowing us to upload. So maybe we will upload one folder at a time, right, or a few folders at a time. So then we'll be able to upload it. I'll just copy these two, right? I'll just cut this folder, and as of now I'll just keep it somewhere. I'll just keep it here. Okay, I just kept it there. So remaining folder I'll upload it. Okay, so assets, I'll drag and drop it. See, 40 files only. So now in the next turn, right, I'll copy the remaining things so that it will get copied in the proper structure. Because this is the first time uploading and my website into GitHub repository, so that I can host my website from the GitHub. So it's almost going to complete. So meanwhile, next step what I'll do, whatever I kept it out here, right, I'll try to upload that. See here, now whatever we uploaded, it's coming here. So we have to commit the changes. So if your website is having very less files, then you will not have this issue. So I have more files. So that's why now I'm just copying one by one. Okay. So now I'll just go inside the assets folder where we have CSS image, right? Now I have to copy these 2 folders there. Okay. I'll drag and drop and I'll keep it here. So now it's only 76 files. It will be able to copy successfully. And meanwhile, right, I'll just go and refresh it because some of the files are getting copied. So that's why, you are able to see some content here. Okay. So once it's everything uploaded with all the JavaScript, CSS and other supported images, videos, then this website will come properly. Sometimes what will happen is, even though you upload it here in this particular URL, right, whatever the URL you are having it will take some time. Maximum it will take 20 minutes, but it's very rare. But whatever, based on my experience, right, whenever I do some changes in GitHub repository, it will reflect. Maximum it will take 1 or 2 minutes, and by that time it will appear here. So now it's going to complete. So once it's copied, I have to commit it. See, it's copied all the files. I'll just commit the changes. So it's processing the files. So once it's uploaded, what I'll do, I'll just, whatever I cut the file and kept it somewhere outside, right, I'll put it in the same level so that in future if you want to edit it, right, it will be easy. See here, asset folder has 4 folders. So now I'll just cut this one. Similarly, I'll put it under assets folder. Okay, so this way you can copy your files, few files at a time to your website. So now what I have done, under this particular repository, I have created some name and I uploaded my all HTML file and related assets and other files. So now all the files are available. See here, I just refreshed it and it's the same thing, momswings.github.io, which is loading properly and all the pages, right, and you are able to see. So even I just click this one, it's traversing to the another page where I can see all the data. Similarly, we can go to the other pages as well. So this way you can upload your website into GitHub pages. Now I'm going to register a domain in namecheap.com. So for that I'll just take the link and I'll open it in my browser. So this is a website I'm going to register the domain, and this link I'll give it in a description as well. So I'm just going to create a domain. So I'll just go here and then I'll search for my domain name. So for that I need a domain name exactly whatever I want. So I'll just copy this name because this is the name I want the website as well. So I'll just go and search that particular website. That particular website domain name is available or not. I'll just go and search it. Yeah, it's saying it's available, and also it's saying there is a, with this particular code there is a discount as well with $5.98 per year. Okay, after that it will get charged, and I'll just add this to cart because my website name is available. And if you don't have your website name is available, then you can search for the other alternatives. Okay, so there are other things which it's asking you wanted to select it, but as of now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use this website name, and I'm going to redirect to this GitHub website. Okay, basically this GitHub URL I'm going to redirect so that whatever we have stored in our GitHub website, it will be able to easily point. So basically we are hosting in GitHub website, and we are going to refer it using this particular domain name. So now what I'm going to do is I don't want this, so I'll not add it. So I'm going to only check out this particular domain name alone. So I'll just check out now. So here in Namecheap.com for domain privacy it will be free, so it's free forever. If you go with other domain name register, it will be we have to pay it separately, but again I'm going with Namecheap, so it's a domain name privacy for a year, it's free, and also it's saying free forever. And domain name registration, so this is a name we are going to register it, and 1 year. And then there's a ICANN fee because this is a place everyone has to register it, so there's a 0.18, and it's still showing 898. I'll apply the promo code whatever it was showing it for the Black Friday, and it's saying we have encoded error applying a coupon code. Okay, so it's saying you have to logged in before it can be applied, so it's asking us to create some account. So I'll just create it quickly so that I can use the account. Anyway, after you register also, anyway you need an account actually, then only you can manage and configure everything. So I'll just create the account quickly in the Namecheap.com. So this is the user name I wanted to give, and here I'll just give some password. Okay, I gave the password, and it's asking for retyping it as well. Okay, I have given a password. So for this one I'll just give mom's wings, and email address same thing I have. Okay, so now I have given an email address as well, so it's asking to sign me up, and also for the marketing email I'll select yes, and create account and continue. I'll just create and continue. So now we have created the account in the Namecheap.com. Okay, I'll just I'll not save it for now. So now I'm going to apply the promo code again. So this is a promo code which we got it. See, it's applied, and at the end, right, it changed to $5.98. And remaining things I'm not selecting it now because I don't need it. I'll just confirm the order now. So main thing is you double check your domain name correctly, because once it's paid, right, you'll not be able to get that you cannot change it basically. So you just check the spelling, everything, whatever you wanted to have it. So this is the correct one I wanted to buy. So overall it's $6.16 coming. So I'm going to pay now. Okay, I'll just continue this one because the remaining, okay, so these are the data it's required, and I'll just fill that as well. Now I'll click continue, and it's asking contact details. So I just filled it, whatever it's coming for the technical register and everything. I'm giving the same thing, and domain name privacy is already enabled. So when somebody wants to check from the whois.com website, it will not show. So we already selected that, so that's better. And this checkbox is already enabled, and I'll just say save the configuration about to my default checkout setting. This setting will be saved to your account and used for future purchases. Okay, so I'll just save that and then I'll continue. Okay, so now we have to pay this amount in order to procure the domain. Given the card details in the above, so now I'm just going to say automatically renew all my new services. No, I'm not going to automatically renew for now. Later if I need it, right, I'll just go and do it. Okay, because we'll be able to log into this website and then we will be able to do it. So now whatever we are going to do is domain name registration. Okay, I don't want to auto renew anything, so later if I need it, right, I'll just do it. And I will not select this configuration for my default payment setting because later I wanted to add it, so I'll just give continue now. It's showing order review and it's showing your website momswings.com, and then it's a free domain, privacy, which is $0, and then subtotal, and we have some payment details. So auto renewal is not activated to any of the services, so we have not selected any auto renewal now, so I'm just going to pay now. So here order sent for processing, and whatever we have ordered, right, it's getting processed now. So meanwhile I'll just go and check the email. See, there is a welcome emailer, welcome to Namecheap, which is the one we have registered it, and there is a order summary also. So now whatever we have done it, right, for that also we have received one order summary email. I'll just go here and see here it's showing thank you for your purchase, your order placed is completed, your order number is and contact. Yeah, so we have all the details now, so it's done now. So if you wanted to download the receipt, you can download it, so that you know that invoice you can refer it later. Once you paid the amount, you just click this link and you just click the dashboard, so that this particular page it will appear, and afterwards, and this is your domain which you have registered it, and whatever the product applicable, you just mouse over it and you'll be able to see domain privacy is active and then the other details. And also, as we have registered today, which is November 28th, and it's expiring in 1 year from now. So after this, right, and if you wanted to see that this particular website it's showing in the internet, right, so you can go to this whois.com and then you just go and do a lookup, whois lookup, and then you just type your website you have registered. So I have registered this website momswings.com, and if you go and see here, right, so this is the time I have registered, 28th November 2021 I have registered it, and then there is a registrant contact. If you see here, as we have enabled the domain privacy, so it will not show any of our contact details. Okay, so and all the contact detail it will show from the information available from the namecheap.com. okay, so that's why you know the registrant URL, everything, all the information it's coming as a namecheap.com because we have enabled the domain privacy. Once we register the domain, we also get the verify email from Namecheap to our email ID. So I'm just going to click that email, click to here to verify your email address. So once it's open, right, you will be able to see the registrant email ID successfully verified. Okay, so this is you have to do within 24 to 48 hours once you receive the email. So now what we are going to do is we are going to have some configuration added in our Namecheap account. So I just logged in a Namecheap account. So once you logged in, click the dashboard and come to your website which you have added or registered, and then there is a button called manage. So you just click manage. Once you click manage, you go to advanced DNS. In the advanced DNS you have few things like DNS template, host record. So this is the place we are going to add some record, CNAME record, and there are few entries are there which I don't want it, so I'll just delete that, and I'll just delete that as well. So now I'm going to add few records. So in the action, see here, you just click this button, add a new record. So there are a lot of type of records are there. So you just give a record, and in that a record, I'm going to fill this host name as @ and IP address. I'm going to give this value. and I'll just select this as automatic, and then I'll save it. And I'm going to add few other IPs as well with the A record and host us at the rate and IP this value. And I'll just check this one, and I'm going to add two more add record, so which is with the A record. So here everything, the IP is getting changed, and this is the IP I have received it from the namecheap.com. And for your website also, if you are configuring the Namecheap, this is the server you will configure it. But if you are registered with other domain providers, then what you have to do, you have to check their IP details, and then you have to configure it accordingly. But the UI, everything, it looks similar only, so you have to go and add your records with the IP which they provide. So this is the IP relevant to namecheap.com, and I'll just add one more IP, and then I'll just click this one, and then I'm going to add this one with the C name. So whatever I added, these 4 records, it's a record. So now whatever the record I'm going to add, right, it's a C name record. And if you come and refresh this page, right, and earlier now this is the page it's coming, right, because this itself, it's not there, and that's why you are able to see this page. So now what we are going to do, in the advanced DNS settings, I'm going to add a CNAME record. So this one you just put www, and here you put the value which is relevant to your website name. Okay, so I'm just going to add my website name. Okay, so this is not the website name, so this is the target URL. So whenever someone is calling this domain, which URL I wanted to redirect. So this is the one it's going, and I'll just save. So this is your GitHub URL. So I'll save this one. So now I'll just try and come and see here. So normally, right, whatever the changes we have done with respect to DNS server, as per the documentation, right, it might take some time. So as per the namecheap.com, they have mentioned like it will take maximum 24 hours in order to reflect. But I have seen few cases, even it will appear in a few minutes as well. And when you add this github.io URL, right, you will be able to see that at the end, even though you have not added dot, it's coming, so that is still fine. Okay, so now we have added here whatever the required configuration for Namecheap account, which you have done it from the Namecheap website. Now we go to our GitHub page, where earlier there was a error, right? I'll try to check again, because earlier when we add the custom domain, it was giving some DNS error. Now I'll just check again. If you already closed that page, also fine. Come to the pages, try to add this mom sphinx, and save it, and it will do a recheck again. So it's saying TLS certificate is being provisioned. This may take 15 minutes to complete. And also it's saying domain name authorization succeeded. So earlier it was, when we click itself, right, it was not working. It was failing because there is no DNS server. And now it's saying domain does not resolve to GitHub page server. For more information, yeah, I think still if you see here, 3 out of 3, right, it's activated. Please allow for up to 30 minutes to 1 hour to globally available. If you see any privacy error, you may need to restart your browser. I think it's working. Maybe we need to wait for some more time, and once that is done, we will be enforcing the HTTPS option as well. So I'll just go and come back to this pages to see whatever we have done, it's reflected or not. I'm coming to the settings. I'll come back to the pages. See here, it's already saved and there is no error. And now you have to check this checkbox. So even though it was saying 30 minutes or 1 hour, right, and it was immediately reflecting. And so this is the configuration which is required when someone wants to access our GitHub site through some other domain. So that's a configuration it's required. Still this page is accessible. momsphinx.github.io, it's accessible. But only thing is, right, you wanted to access this website or site, GitHub site, through other domains. So that is what it mentioned, and we have to enforce the HTTPS. And I'll just save this one. Okay, so this domain, now it will redirect to our GitHub website, which is this one. And also we have seen when we do this kind of changes or configuration in the namecheap.com and also in our end, right, these changes it will reflect after few minutes. So because whatever the DNS entries which we have added, right, it has to reflect all the domains. So we need to wait for some more time to see the changes. The expectation is when we call this one, it will indirectly call our GitHub website. So because that's a place we hosted our website content. So we'll wait for a couple of minutes or few minutes, and then we will verify and we'll browse the actual custom domain name which we bought it in namecheap.com. And there is one more setup or configuration we need to do which is related to domains. And you just go to your registered domain name and then you just click manage. So once you click manage, it will open the new page where we need to add the domain server. So if you don't have any specific domain server, then what we have to do, so we have to select this Namecheap basic DNS. Okay, so this is not there, then it will not work. Maybe for my case, right, it's automatically loaded. So this is the one you should have it. So if it is not automatically populated, you select this Namecheap basic DNS and then that's it. And I'll just check again the website, it's coming now or not. Okay, as per namecheap.com, right, it might take up to 24 hours to reflect our DNS, right, because this is a new DNS or domain name, right, it needs to reflect in all the domain server. It takes some time, so we will wait for it and then I'll show the result as well. So now approximately it took 10-15 minutes. So I'm just going to refresh this our website URL momswings.com. So now what is happening, the page got loaded successfully because we have completed the required setup, which is a record and CNAME record, and also whatever we have to do it here, right, and we saved it and it took some time to, initially it was throwing error, but after few minutes it was able to reach the URL because it's all reflected in the domain server. So that is why when we call this URL, actually the content is hosted at our GitHub website only, because whenever, even though you search here or go to whatever the pages, it actually goes inside your GitHub website. So here even, right, so I'll just go and show that GitHub page as well. So which is nothing but momswings.github.io. Even you just type that, right, and it will redirect to this website only. Similarly, the other way also, I'll just type, this is an empty page, better I'll show it here, momswings.github.io. When I enter it, see here, it's going to our custom domain. Similarly, when you type our custom domain also, it goes back to our GitHub website only. So because that's a place we hosted our content. So this is the way you can download HTML template from online, and you can change based on your need. Then finally you can host all your content which you have tested to your GitHub account, and then you have a GitHub website which is github.io. it's ending with github.io. But again, if you need specific with some domain name like this custom domain name, then you can buy it in a domain provider, which we can buy it in namecheap.com or any other provider. So whatever the link I have used for registering the Namecheap account, I have given it in the description as well. Thank you. Hi, thank you for watching this video so far. If you like the video, please share it with your friends and also subscribe to this Tech Lightning channel. Thank you. Bye-bye.